Royal Arena, we have 2 executive lounges. We have the press viewing room, and on the second floor, we have 2 committee rooms, the press reviewing room, and like I said, we have the conveniences. Now, permit me to introduce the project management team. Please flip over to the next page. That's the last page of the brochure. Now, the project management team, as we all know, is led by no other person than the Honorable Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Dr. Femi Kadri Hamzat, and he's seated over there. He is the lead consultant and the lead coordinator of this project. He's followed by Engineer Daniel Abiodun Johnson, who is a special advisor to the Governor on Works and Infrastructure. He's also seated there. Thank you, sir, for standing up. And the 2 of them are closely followed by my humble self, Bangushe Martins. For instance, you may not know, I am also an engineer. You can clap for me, please. Thank you very much. We have a number of officers that worked assiduously and diligently on this project. We must mention them today. I will not be able to run through the whole list, but I will mention their directors. And as I mention them, wherever you're seated, because we couldn't get them sitting in one place, please just stand up for recognition. First and foremost, we have the Director of Architectural Services. This is Architect Ariago and his team. Please stand up for recognition. We have the Director of Electrical Services, Engineer Cole, and his team. You can also stand up for recognition, please. We have the Director of Mechanical Services, Engineer Adenokon, and his team. Ladies and gentlemen, please, I will appreciate if you can clap very well for these people. They have done well. Thank you very much. We have the Director of Quantity Surveying. Well, the director at that time is one gentleman who is late now. His name is Mr. Ojo. He is late, but we remember him very well. Right now, we have a woman who is occupying that seat, and her name is Mrs. Alabi. She's here with her team. Finally, we have the Director of Planning and Design, Engineer Lashoju, and his team. Please stand up for recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I cannot end this introduction of the project and introduction of the team without mentioning the contractor. The contractor of this project is Messrs. Home Agenda. Now, this contractor is an indigenous contractor. For emphasis, let me repeat. This contractor is an indigenous contractor. The emphasis here is for us to understand and appreciate the quality of work that has been done by this contractor. It is commendable. And the team is led by architect Adeyemi Atobashere. That is the managing director. I don't know where you are, but can you please stand up for recognition? He also has his team. He has engineer Robbie James, engineer Omotola. He has Mr. Dewale Logunleko, Mr. Dewale Idowu, and Mr. Kuforiji Solomon. This is the team of the contractors. Can we give them one more round of applause, please? At this point, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Can you please give him a round of applause? He's an engineer, please. I am not an engineer. Give me a round of applause too, I beg you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to quickly recognize the former
of the
clerk
project
of the House
team and the project in its entirety by the Permanent Secretary, Office of Works, Engineer P.O. Bangboshe Martins, and that's including the indigenous contractor who handled this edifice, a great one of that. Very beautiful one. And I'm sure the viewers, any minute from now, you'll be seeing what we're talking about here. And this project will be the new seat of office and the place where we're going to have plenary and various activities by the Honorable House, the Lagos State House of Assembly. The new legislative chamber that is being commissioned was envisioned to be a well-equipped structure, and that structure, especially in terms of facilities such as more seats, offices, and information and communication gadgets, while the reorganization of the sitting arrangement was to be in conformity with global parliamentary standards. The old chamber, which has now been renamed Latif Jakonde Auditorium, will now serve as an auditorium for public hearings and other important meetings. I like to let you know that it was in July 2008, under the administration of His Excellency Mr. Babatunde Raji Fashola, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, that funds were approved for the construction of this new and befitting legislative chamber. Consequently, upon that approval, the contract for the construction of the new chamber was awarded by the State Tenders Board to the Home Agenda Limited on the 18th of December 2008, and construction of the chamber commenced on the 2nd of May 2009 and was completed in January 2011.
Sky.
Viewers, it is now time to have the toasts to excellence, the cutting of the celebration cake, before dignitaries move on to the chamber.
With this song, telling my whole life, with his words killing me softly. With his song. I heard he sang a good song, and I heard he had a style, and so I went to see him, to listen for a while, and there he was, the stranger, there before my eyes, strumming my pain with his fingers, singing my life with his words, killing me softly with his song, killing me softly with his song, telling my whole life with his words, killing me softly with his song.
Let's celebrate him with a round of applause.
Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Oh yeah.
Members of the House of Rep are dancing already. If you're happy with what is happening today, swallow your pride and dance.